Alinea was the first place that really showed me the power of sweet or the power of sugar. In every other kitchen I previously worked in, sweet was not something that we thought about really. You season with salt and pepper. There you go. You put rosemary or thyme. Fine. At Alinea, everybody had simple syrup on their station. This was the first time I saw and practiced sugar as a seasoning. Not necessarily to make something sweet, but just to bring the seasoning up. Every time I season with salt, I never want anything to taste salty. I just want it to taste seasoned. So often when I'm seasoning with sugar, I don't want something to taste sweet. I just want it to taste seasoned. I want to bring the flavor up as much as possible without being sweet. Our tongue's got those taste buds. My goal as a chef or a cook is to make the most delicious food possible. And to me, the most delicious food possible hits every taste bud that I got. I want every taste bud activated. And part of that is sweet. When I went to Vietnam, that's when my mind was blown and I really learned about sweet. One of the reasons why I think Vietnamese food is the best is because of the contrast that is involved. We may have sweet components, so I have a very sweet meat item, or I have a very sweet pickle, or I have something, a sweet dipping sauce. But on contrast to that, I have something extremely sour, or extremely bitter, or extremely tannic to fight, to battle, to balance out that sweetness. That's why Vietnamese food and a lot of Asian food is so damn interesting. It's not about having this sort of just flat flavor, although it's good and delicious, it's just kind of a flat flavor. It's about all these little sparks of flavor and contrast, and things hit each other, and you get chili and you get sour, and how all those things come together, to me, is what makes the most supremely delicious food that you could possibly have. I use sweet as a way to create contrast and balance with other more aggressive flavors. Another advantage to sugar is it creates wonderful textures and deep flavor. For grilling items or caramelizing items, nothing chars like sugar. There's nothing burns the way that sugar does, so that's a good flavor. I want that flavor. Sugar also creates wonderful shattery textures. Sugar can be used as a preservative as well. Very important, very useful. If you ever see me make something and you think, wow, that must be really sweet, I assure you that there is something else being served with it that will kick that sugar's ass, whether it's going to be chili or sour or bitter. I think that's it.